Blog Talk Radio.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Lord knows it's so sincere. I gave my heart to you. When my problems disappear. Where do I go? Which way to turn? Preacher man said hell is hot and I wanna burn. I listen to learn all of my steps. I'ma get the letter weight so I bitch press. Bliss, just to be in your midst. The streets keep calling so I put him on the blacklist. I once was blind, but now I see. Boss to men, I'm on bending knee. Who can I trust? Who can I believe? God got my name on the blessing that I must receive. So much more to achieve, so much more I can be. So much you done for me, you promised to never leave. Forsake me, you gave me hope. You said yes when the rest said no. So I pray not to bow to myself as I walk through the shadows of death. Where do I go? I've been patiently waiting for you to stop by here and check on me. Ooh, it gets hard sometimes, but I know you never leave. So tell me, where do we go from here? Lord knows it's so sincere. I gave my heart to you. When my problems disappear, where do we go from here? Lord knows it's so sincere. I gave my heart to you. When my problems disappear.
When will my problems ever disappear? Long as you're close to me, I just wanna keep you near. Always on my mind, you remind me of a souvenir. Got invested time, will I find you in need for real? I just really wanna know, baby. My future in your hands, take control, baby.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Impact Voice. I'm your host, Furman Jackson, streaming live from Mobile, Alabama. I have my lovely guest here on the evening. This is an amazing woman, she's doing great things. She's actually from the city of Mobile, but she's doing great things in the state of Georgia. And her name is Mahogany Raspberry. Mahogany, welcome to Impact Voice. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I do appreciate taking time out to be the schedule to be a part of the broadcast. This is something to really motivate and inspire our listeners that may be listening where they may be at. People inspired to do great things. People inspired to do awesome things. But a lot of times they get stagnant in their environment, from their background, their upbringing, and you hear this old saying, generational curses. So they think, well, my mom was like that, my grandparent, my dad like that, I'm going to be like that. But I know this is a 30-minute show. I would love to get everything included, but I would love for you to share your testimony, how you guys started, how you was determined from Mobile to where you're at now.
You have to be determined within yourself and convince yourself before you can convince anybody else. And just, stick to the process. People give up too quickly because it doesn't happen right then. But that's just like when you pray to God and ask for his help in certain areas. He's not going to do it right then. He's going to do it when he feels like you're deserving of it, that you're ready for it. So you have to just stick to the process, be faithful towards what you're doing, and stick to your grind.
Amen. And that's what's up, because I know patience is a virtue. We know everybody has a gift, and a lot of people have to cultivate their gift. And we are in a generation now, Mahoney, where people just want to give up. What is relationship? What is their job? What is their careers? Their education? It's just like they just want to give up now. Back in the day, if you was determined to be somebody, you was determined to be somebody. But in this generation, it's like people just give up quick. So why is people now just giving up? They just like give up on any little thing. They just like, it's over with.
Because people have gotten to a point where they don't like to fight or work for anything. Everybody wants it to be given. But when it's given, you don't appreciate it. When you earn it, you shine your trophy every day.
Amen. And I totally agree with that. And I heard Michael Jordan, I was listening to a video on YouTube when Michael Jordan was on Oprah. It was like years ago, and he was saying that he really don't respect how the league is today. He said when he first came into the NBA, the endorsement deals, they had to earn the endorsement deals. They just weren't giving you to them off the bat. And he said now with the younger generation, they giving them multi-millions of dollars, and they haven't even stepped on the court yet. And so when they get it, just like, well, it's just like they just earn on potential, but nobody don't have a strong work ethic no more.
Because at the end of the day, everything is on a dollar, and these multi-billion-dollar companies, they're just looking at selling merchandise. If LeBron has a huge following, and you stamp his name on a shoe, a T-shirt, a keychain, or what have you, they know it's going to sell. So LeBron, he doesn't really have to work for it. So everything is leaning towards a dollar now.
That's true, and that's so true. And so it's like, if you like get it, they give it to you. You didn't earn it. You give it, so it's like you don't care. Just like
Exactly.
children who make wealthy families. You know, their parents gave them everything, so they used to having everything. So that's why they get in all types of trouble, because they don't understand what it takes to earn that position, because they were so used to having everything. I just want somebody to be inspired out there. But enough about it. Explain how you guys started from, you know, our hometown is, of course, Mobile. You know, you hear the craft mentality here in Mobile. You hear people, they settle just because they came from the project, just as, you know, Roger Williams, Orange Grove, the Bottom, places like that. So they feel like they just settle. But explain how you was determined from our city of Mobile to where you at today.
You have to be willing to find the will within yourself, first off, to say, I can do this. I can break the cycle. I can make a difference. And I can't look for what works for you works for me, because it was for you. It wasn't for me. My purpose is for me, and you have to fight for that purpose. A lot of people, again, are just not willing to fight for it and keep pushing. Just because it doesn't happen today, tomorrow, next year, does not mean it won't happen the following year. You just have to wait for it. Be patient. Good things come to those who wait.
Amen. I totally agree with that. And I just think about the scripture.
You got to be willing to take that chance, and not to cut you off. You have to take that chance on top of. I always tell people affirmations of life, they work. Get in the mirror and talk to yourself, because you have to convince yourself that you're worthy and that you can do this. Talk to yourself and say, self, I am great today. Self, I can do this today. Self, I will conquer today. Self, you have a purpose today. You have to talk to yourself.
Amen. And I totally agree with that, totally, because just like we want certain things, just like gym-wise. You know, everybody say, I want to lose weight, but they're not taking the necessary steps to lose weight.
Right.
And it's like they're not taking this serious. It's like, I want to lose weight, but I'm still eating fried chicken, sweet bread. And you have to take the necessary steps, like what the word says, faith without works is dead. In order to make that change, you got to, like you said, you know, with motivating yourself, speaking to yourself. You know, even David had to encourage himself in the Lord. He didn't have to wait for somebody to encourage him. A lot of times you have to encourage yourself. There's going to be some days where nobody's not going to be around to encourage you.
Very true, but I always say, what is a test without a testimony? Because the Lord will test you so you can tell your testimony about him.
That's true. That's true, because we know that he is a way maker. He has a plan for everybody.
Yes.
He created us. He gave everybody gifts, talents, callings in life. And we know the word says that, you know, our gift will make room for us and bring forth great meaning. Because our gift is not for us. Our gift is for other people. Like with you being an actress, a singer, a radio personality, your gift is making room for you. But your gift is not just for you, but I know your gift is benefiting other people around you. And that is a beautiful thing. With your work ethic, I never see you complain. I never see you. You just always work. And I respect you for that, because it shows that there's no excuse at what age you at. There's no excuse. I appreciate you. I give honor to honor due. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a lot of work.
I believe it, because it's a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice. I know you sacrificed a lot of sleep.
I sacrificed a lot, period. When I decided to leave Mobile, I didn't have a plan. I just had faith. I didn't have a plan at all. And I came here. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have a house. I didn't have a job. I didn't have an idea of what I was going to do. I knew that if I held on to my faith and put my trust in him, that it would all work out in the end. And it did. After 2 weeks of me being here, I found a house. After 2 months of me being here, I got hired on 2 jobs in 1 week. So I made the number 2 had to be my sacred number. Because everything happened in 2.
Okay, that's what's up. Being an actress, growing up, have you always desired to be an actress, or that's just something you just walked into?
I never saw that coming because I was extremely shy growing up. Extremely shy. I would never have seen me on stage doing radio, hosting anything because I was so shy. I always wanted to be a veterinarian to be exact.
Oh, that's awesome. And I see you doing comedy too. How long you been doing comedy? Cause I see you doing a little comedy with your acting also.
Well, I've always been, the prankster of the family and cracking jokes or what have you. And I went to a cookout at Mike Ben's house. And Mike says, "Oh, so you're an actress? Let me see." And I didn't know that he wrote sketch comedy and, had a whole stage play. And it's kind of like in living color. So he went and grabbed some scripts. And he put me to the test, and I improv'd a scene that he gave me. And, he said, "Oh, I'm not easily impressed." But by the time I was done with him, he was balled over laughing and couldn't catch his breath.
That's what's up.
So I toured with him for about 3 years.
Okay, that's good. So that means you learn a lot. You learn the business. Do you have, envision in mind to, start your own production company? That's something you ever thought about?
I have. It's called Mr. 22 Productions, which are my initials, MR, and the number 22. And it also is a part of Mass One Production, which is with me and 3 friends. Awesome
work. So we know that the year is almost out. We're going to go into October. I know you want to finish out 2018 stronger, but we're ready to break 2019. What do you visualize to finish out this whole entire year as we get ready to go into another year?
Well, I've been in production. I've just finished up 1 season of Tiffany and Jones, which you can go to www.aconnectiontv.com and subscribe to that. There's an array of shows on that network, so it's not just one show. But I play, I'm a supporting actress to Tiffany, which is played by Adrian Cannon, and Marquise Jones, is it last name? Sorry, can't remember his last name. He plays Jones. Sorry. But I play Tiffany's best friend, Melissa, on that show. There's another show on there called Mindset that I star in. I'm the lead in that. I play Camille Faye. There's another, Madison? Marquise Madison, sorry. But there's also Culture Club, which is where there's 7 individuals of 7 different backgrounds who just, give their views on topics, be it political things that go on in the calendar year or stuff that is going on in the entertainment world. So it's a lot of shows on there, period.
Awesome, and that's great work. I know you stay busy a lot. I asked you this, what is your number 1 dream role that you so desire to play?
I actually did it, believe it or not. I love horror films, and I can't elaborate too much on it, but it's called Misdirected, and that was my first time playing. I go from a soccer mom to a demon.
Oh wow, that's
yeah.
Great. Who is your number 1 actor or actress that you would love to work with?
Viola Davis.
Who?
Viola Davis.
Okay, that's what's up. Singing. I know you're a singer. Do you do an album, or when it comes to your singing, or you incorporate that with your acting?
I've been doing them together, but I've been asked about doing an album, so I don't know what the future may hold for that. I'm considering it.
That's all. Cause you got a beautiful voice. You got a sumptuous voice.
Thank you.
Now I was looking at the preview. I think we said Mindset, right? The one that you was
Mm-hmm.
Now I seen how you were singing, but you were singing from your heart, and I felt the passion of it. As you will retain that character, and I can tell that the character been through a lot in her life with the pain.
Yes.
Awesome work. what is on the next? I know we got 15 minutes left. What is the next project that's in store right now, or what is you working on now?
I'm getting ready to shoot The Dispute. Also, and I have a lead role in that. Atlanta Undercover, they've been pushing the date back, but we're looking to do that in November, where I play the mayor in that. I'm on stage again October 5th, 6th, and October 20th with The Devil Wrote Me a Letter. And who knows what else will come in between that.
Okay, then that's what's up. What is your number one motivation in life?
My kids.
Awesome. That's good. That's good to see a mother with her children, because I know in this generation,
I just want to beat the odds. You know, Mobile is very small, and a lot of people know of it, and a lot of people don't. So, you know, they don't expect a lot of talent to come from there, but there's a lot of talent in Mobile. And I just want to be one of the ones to beat the odds, not to prove a point to anybody but myself, but at the same time to say, I can do it, and this is my home, this is where I came from, you can do it too.
Amen, and I agree with you, because I know a lot of times people leave Mobile, like they look like, well,
they come back.
I'm not. Yeah, and we know, like you said, it's a lot of great talent here in Mobile, male and female. A lot of them looking for a big break, whether it's from music to acting to being athletic. We know we got a lot of gifted people here, you know, in our hometown of Mobile. For someone who may be listening right now, what is the number one advice you give to a young man, a young woman who is inspired to take that path you did? You took that leap from faith from Mobile to Georgia, and you went without nothing. It made me think about Abraham. You know, God told Abraham, leave everything and go to a land that I will show you. He lived by faith, and that would put me in mind of what you did. And even though he was obedient, you know, God truly blessed Abraham. Why? Because it's obedience. When God tell you to move, you know, you got to move. Either you're going to stay there or miss out on the blessing he has for you. A lot of times people think your blessing could be somewhere. It may not be here in Mobile, but your blessing could be in another part of the world. We just never know how God do things, but we know he do things for his glory.
It's very true. When you are drawn to a place, it's for a reason, and it's called God. He's directing you to go there. Now, whether you choose to listen or not, that is on you. But at the same time, do not give up. You continue to push. If the route that you're taking is not working, try a different direction. But don't give up. At the end of the day, keep the same mindset. Keep the same mindset of push forward. Execute on your projects. Don't just do it halfway and quit because it's not working out or you get frustrated. No, you step back for a second, exhale, and attack at a different direction. But eventually you'll execute on what you're doing.
Awesome, and that's true.
And the reward is so worth it. The reward at the end is so worth it.
Oh yeah, and I agree with you. Like I said, just by your work ethic, that shows me there's those people like today. Like I said, I work at Metro Jail. I'm a correction officer, and this guy he works in the captain's office. This man is like 76 years old. He don't look like he's 76, but he works out. He rides his bike. He rides a motorcycle. So it shows me I'm 36 years old, and this man's 76, and he's looking good for his age. It shows me in life there's no excuse to what you want to become. You don't have to settle with the statistics that especially as black people, you know, we lead in all negative categories, but we don't have to stay in the categories that they place us on.
It's very true. And you know how you always hear people say, speak it into existence? When I say I believe in that, from the beginning to the end, I've watched Tyler Perry's plays and, you know, or seeing certain actors and actresses on TV, you go, one day I'm going to meet you, or one day I'm going to meet him, or, oh, I like him, I love him, he's talented, whatever. Well, it's come to where I've said so much, one day I'm going to meet you, one day I'm going to work alongside you. And Tony Grant, I got a chance to work with him on stage. He played my baby father, and I sang to him. He sung to me. And for me to go from watching him on TV to being on the same, sharing the stage with him was a big thing for me.
Awesome.
And there's many other people, but that's just to name one.
Oh, that's awesome. It says, speak those things that be those they were. You know, life and death is the power of the tongue to eat the fruit thereof, because we are created beings. God is created. He made us. So we create we create with our words. We create our thought pattern. If you think
Amen.
negative, you're gonna think positive, you're gonna get positive. If you think you're ugly, you're gonna remain like that because you thought that by yourself. But if you're beautiful, you're unique, you're intelligent, you're wise. Eventually, you will see that because you thought about it, and you spoke into existence. The word, our subconscious mind is something else. That's how powerful we are.
Very true. Very true.
As also being a single mother, we know a lot of single mothers they struggle a lot. I know they struggle with their children's father. He's nowhere to be found. A lot of young women they give up. They get in bad relationships because they're looking for their help. What advice can you give to a single mother who maybe feel like, hey, I don't know who my baby's father is. I don't have no help. And what advice can you give to her who just want to give up?
Well, firstly, realize that child didn't ask to come here. Secondly, you owe it to be there for that child. Whether the baby's father is involved or not, you owe it to be there for that child. And you want that child to be better than you were. So, of course, you're going to invest. And you're going to help that child through its dreams, boy or girl. You're still going to help them be who they are and develop them into who they are supposed to be. You can't look at the fact of he's here or he's not here because what you do is not for him. It's for that child.
Awesome.
So I don't worry about my baby father being there or supporting me financially or supporting my child. I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure that I pick up his slack and mine so my child does not go without.
And I agree with you 100%. That's good to have that mindset and determination. I respect you for what you're doing.
Thank
you. In your spare time, what is the things you love to do in your spare time? You got leisure, you got relaxation. What is the things you love to do in your spare time?
My music,
awesome.
And I guess you would have to say a peace of mind to myself because I have a waterfall, so I love water, and sometimes I write spoken word still. So really, that's it. If I have the free time, because I'm going from one script to the next, so I kind of don't have that. But yeah, I would say that.
Awesome. And I know with being an actress, I know you got to study so many strips. From a person, I don't know anything about acting, but from an inside, when you preparing for the role, what is the necessary, important steps you have to take to prepare for these roles?
Well, they say the actor's rule of thumb is read your script 3 times a day and you'll remember it. But me and Adrienne Cannon, which is I'm her supporting actress under her, where she plays Tiffany on Tiffany and Jones. She and we pretty much do all of our studying together, and it's just repetition. She says the line, I said the line. We run through the scenes over and over again until we develop it and get it down.
Awesome.
So it's just study.
Awesome. And just being determined, cultivating. And also with spiritual aspect, what is your favorite scripture in the Bible? All of it's good, but what is that main scripture that sticks out with you on a regular basis?
That's kind of hard to pick one. My mom used to give me what is it? Psalms 91.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
She used to always. She always used to tell me that. I forget it verbatim. Don't make me mess it up.
I know you're talking about Psalms 91. I know you're talking about, and because we know the angels are around us. God gives angels to protect us and keep us. And that's important because He does work on our
always give me that.
Awesome, and that's important. Keeping Him first, and we know He said if we seek first His kingdom and all His righteousness, we know everything that's going to be added to us. And by keeping Him first, He opens up doors. Even though He prepares the table for in the presence of our enemies. So He's
sometimes
always
you just
elevating.
have to thank Him. You don't have to be in particular to say thank you for the air that I breathe, thank you for the sun this morning. Just thank you. Just thank you.
And I agree, because I hear people at my job, they complain all the time about the job. Just be thankful to have a job. There's a lot of people who don't have a job.
Amen to that, yes. Right.
But me and you at right. Won't even complain about it. They'll just be thankful. But and also, besides, do you read any other books? I know you say you do spoken word. What is like when you first got into acting, being an actress? Did anybody introduce you to different books to help cultivate your gift?
Not really, no. I actually just kind of taught myself, and I did my own studying, just studying people like I said, Viola Davis, and Denzel was one. But I'm really under Viola. I love everything that she does, and just to see her change from so many different characters and personalities, and how she does the transition so smoothly, and she dedicates and she's committed to who that character is, and it looks easy, but it's nowhere near it.
Awesome. Like, do you ever see yourself? I know you do. Ever like embracing like the box office, like being on Denzel type level, the Tom Cruise type
Of
level in your
course.
career?
Of course, yes.
That's awesome. Like I said, that's also good because I'm a fan. I like Denzel. I want to see Equalizer, so I got to check that out. It should be coming out probably on Redbox soon, but I just love Denzel, how he transitioned from his character, and he's the GOAT. So I got to give Denzel his props.
Right.
Yeah, and I just say you the GOAT too, because you represent Mobile and you doing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we got closing remarks. We got 3 minutes left. You have any closing remarks? I know you took time out of your busy schedule to be a part of the program. I do thank you for doing that. So do you have anything you want with the viewers, anybody who may be listening, like words of wisdom, advice? Because advice is good, but like you said, we have to make that choice whether to take it. Like, God tells us to do something, we could do it, we don't do it. So have any words of advice for anybody who may be listening?
If you want it, go get it, because nobody is going to give it to you.
You got that. and that's true. And I believe in that. I heard her. Oh, you good? You good? Hey, I do appreciate y'all taking time out of your busy schedule to do the broadcast. Like I said, people that's out there listening tonight, or today, wherever you may be at, don't limit yourself. Don't give up. If you made a mistake, get up. If you missed whatever you did, just get up. Don't wallow in it. Don't give away your sorrows. Don't drink yourself away. Don't do drugs. I know a lot of times how people turn to, when they get depressed, they turn to different things, whether it may be sex, alcohol, drugs.
Put all kind of things in your way so that you don't succeed or execute on what you're trying to do. He will throw all types of monkey wrench, as the old people say, in your game. But you have to be smarter than that and keep pushing through. Your breakthrough will come.
It will, and it really will get through. And I look at people who's into time. I know that you're a woman with time because you're busy. So how do you go about timing your day? Because I know great men and women, they always time their day. And I tell you, you're not the type of person who just go along with the day. Do you ever schedule your days from morning to night? How do you do that?
Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes I may leave home at 5 a.m. and I don't come back home until 2 a.m. So, you have to time it, because although I work a job, I run a business, and then I have my career along with my family, because I still have to make time for them. Although my kids are grown, I still look at them as my babies, and I have to make time for them and my dog too. But, yeah, scheduling plays a big part. You have to prioritize and organize your life in order to be successful as well.
Oh, awesome. You got to. And like I said, everybody who listened, you heard it first. Mahogany, I do thank you for being on the airway, but we're going to shut it out for the evening.
Thank you.
I do
pleasure.
thank you for taking time out to do it, and appreciate you, love you, keep doing what you're doing, and just continue to those who aspire to do the same thing you're doing, and even greater. So have a great and awesome evening.
You do the same. Thank you again. Y'all be blessed.
Y'all be blessed.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Lord knows it's so sincere. I gave my heart to you. When my problems disappear.
Where do I go? Which way to turn? Preacher man said hell is hot and I wanna burn. I listen and learn all of my steps. I'ma get the letter weight, so I bitch press. Bliss, just to be in your midst. The streets keep calling, so I put him on the blacklist. I once was blind, but now I see. Boss to men, I'm on bending knee. Who can I trust? Who can I believe? God got my name on the blessing that I must receive. So much more to achieve, so much more I can be. So much you done for me, you promised to never leave. Forsake me, you gave me hope. You said yes when the rest said no. So I pray not to bow to myself as I walk through the shadows of death. Where do I go?
I've been patiently waiting for you to stop by here and check on me. Ooh, it get hard.